You know, our goal, the reason we're still here on planet Earth is to take the gospel to the world, to bring people to Christ, to bring lost people into our relationship with Jesus, to bring saved people closer to Jesus. We're here to bring people to Jesus. We're here to do evangelism. We're here to tell the good news of Jesus. I want you to understand that often, without a trial, there's not going to be much evangelism. Trials sometimes open the door to greater evangelism. Let me tell you about Acts chapter 16. Paul and Silas have been sent by God to Greece to start churches. One of the first places they go to is the city of Philippi, and it's going slow. They don't really have any men. It's just not going well. Well, they deliver a slave girl from demons. Her owners get upset because now she can't tell the future. And so they get a mob together, they beat them, they get them thrown in jail, they get thrown into the dungeon in the jail, and they get put in stocks, which is very painful. So they've gone through a lot of bad stuff. What do? That's their trial. They trust God. At midnight, they're singing hymns. They're singing hymns to God at midnight. And everybody in the jail can hear them. Well, then God does his God thing and sends an earthquake that opens the doors of the jail, breaks off the bonds, so everybody can escape if they want to, but they don't. The jailer is so moved by the singing, by the earthquake, by not escaping, that he wants to be saved. He wants to know what it means to be saved. So he gets saved and baptized. His family gets saved and baptized. The church is added to. An important citizen in Philippi is now a member of the church, plus his family. The jailer was reached, listen, because they went to jail for Jesus. Maybe you're suffering for Jesus. Maybe you're going through a hard time. God can use bad things to bring people to himself. When I was in college, I had a friend and his wife. They lived in the apartment next to us, Jim and Melanie. And I asked them one day, I said, tell me your story. And their story was this. Neither of them were Christians. Jim was a kind of a drunken bum. Melanie was working hard, trying to take care of the home. And she was frustrated with Jim, so she went to get a divorce. The divorce lawyer heard her story and looked at her and said, honey, you don't need a divorce. You need Jesus. And for the next 20 minutes, he told her the gospel of Jesus Christ. She heard about Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection for her sins. And she, with tears running down her cheeks, she gave her life to Christ and was saved. She went back home and said, Jim, I'm not going to leave you, but we need to go to church. He said, I know, we need to do something. So they went to church. She got baptized. A few weeks later, he got saved. He got baptized. He got called to become a pastor. So he went to Bible college and was studying to be a pastor. All of that happened. Bad marriage, bad things, yet God used a person in the midst of that, who trusted God in the midst of that, to bring her to Jesus. I just want to encourage you. You're in a time of trial. You're going through some tough times. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to share Jesus, to show Jesus to your family and friends in the midst of your trials, to share Jesus with your family and friends in the midst of your trials. I'm Dave Earley. We do this type of Bible teaching 5 days a week. You can follow us on Facebook. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. I want to encourage you, if you're going to go through trials, get the benefit out of those trials, make the most of them, and maybe what God's up to with your trial is sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ.